All right, you guys, welcome to Raw Detroit, where we're going to give it to you raw and we're going to give it to you factually and we're going to give you the truth on the Detroit Lions. Now, the reason why I'm going to name this video Running to Brick Walls in Detroit, because literally that's what the running backs are doing. They're running into brick walls. And I know last season, DeAndre Swift was drafted to the Lions. A lot of Lions fans were excited to have him. I was excited to get a good running back like a DeAndre Swift. But DeAndre had 500 yards rushing last year and was a solid running back for the Lions last season. But this year we head into a different season. We're talking about year 2, and we're talking about being better than what we were in year 1. And as you can see with the Lions, they have regressed in the run game. And you thought that the run game would be a little bit better than what it is. In the offseason, they pick up Jamal Williams. A lot of people were excited to have a great 1-2 punch combination in the backfield with Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift. And me, myself, I was excited to be able to see what this tandem was going to be able to do. In the offseason, also drafted Penei Sewell. A lot of people were excited and happy about the offensive line, because now you can clearly see the vision of what the Detroit Lions are trying to do. They want to run the football. And why haven't the Lions been successful in running the football in 2021? It's a lot of, you can point fingers everywhere, but I'm not here just to point fingers at people. I just want to see the talent produce. And you can say it's the offensive coordinator, Anthony Lynn. You can say the head coach, Dan Campbell. You can say the offensive line, the running backs. I think all of it plays a part, and everybody has to do their job. To me, in order for a running back to be really, really good and effective in a football game, they have to be able to touch the ball at least 15 to 25 times. And that can be a combination of running the football and catching as well. Now, we know that DeAndre is one of the best catching running backs and receiving running backs in the league. And we didn't bring him here just to be a receiving running back. We brought him here to be an explosive running back out of the backfield. And then when you bring in Jamal Williams over in the offseason, you're bringing over Jamal Williams to be a help and somebody that will get the hard yards, be able to get the touchdowns in the red zone, and put the hard work in between the tackles. Now, that's what I envision for these guys in 2021, but a lot of this stuff is not panning out right now. As I looked at the Detroit Lions and how many times DeAndre Swift has carried the ball, how many times have he carried the ball in a game? And I think the highest has probably been like 14. And it's been the same thing for Jamal Williams. 14 has been the highest carries. Like, whoever got the hot hand, I believe, should be able to get more touches in that game. It's been games where Jamal Williams has been the man, and he's been looking phenomenal. And he's getting over 5 yards a carry or 4.5 yards a carry. He should be toting the ball a little bit more. He should be able to come out of that thing with 20 carries or so. And then it's been games where DeAndre Swift has kind of shown flashes, but he could have gotten better. So there's plenty of things that they could have did to be able to get better when it comes to running the football in Detroit. And I think that that's something that they need to be working on in 2022, is being able to make sure that they can run the football game. Here on out, you got to be able to run that football. You know, you got these linemen and you got the line situated. You drafted all your linemen and things of that nature, and you may have to draft more linemen. But at the same time, you need to be able to run the football. Every team has to have that balance. You can't have Jared Goff out there throwing 40 and 50 times. You need to be a balanced attack. And I think if the Detroit Lions come with that angle, with the balanced attack angle, I think that that's going to be a great start on being able to see these running backs have some success. There's no way that DeAndre Swift should be at 289 yards on the season. We're on midpoint through the season, midway through the season right now. And this dude is only at 289 yards rushing. And I believe Jamal is like 300 some yards rushing. So they're going to have to figure out how to get these guys going. Somebody one game is going to have to get 18, 19, 20 touches running the football. Another person may get 14 to 15 carries out of the backfield. But the Detroit Lions need to find a way on how to run the football, because right now this team is running into brick walls. They're not doing anything. They're not being effective. And when you're watching them play week in and week out, you're saying, why is this offense not moving the ball? For one, they can't run it. For two, Jared Goff is dinking and dunking the ball down the field. That's not going to work. You have to be able to run the football. And if this team was even to make it to the playoffs, guess what? You have to run the football. You run the football to keep the other team off the field. You run the football to get more possession of time. And I think if the Detroit Lions really, really sit down and evaluate giving these running backs more carries, that can be an issue. I mean, that could be a way of solving the issue that's going on with the running backs not producing. These running backs should be producing. It's no way that a healthy DeAndre Swift and a healthy Jamal Williams, whenever these guys are healthy, should not be out there producing and putting up big numbers as far as being able to get 70 or 80 yards or whatever it may be. It's time for the Detroit Lions to be able to run that football. They sold out to wanting to do that. That's the reason why they were so happy and jumping around in the office when they drafted Penei Sewell. Now it's time to see all this stuff come to fruition, and it's time to be able to run the football in Detroit. I know the last time Detroit has had a person rush over 100 yards in a game was Kerryon Johnson. Was pretty much the last to do it. So the Detroit Lions need to be able to run the football. They need to run the football, and they need to quit running into brick walls, because that's what they're doing. I want to see this run game get better, and I know you as a fan want to see the run game get better. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. This is Raw Detroit, and I'll be back to you with another video. Peace.